Hey, Vikings faithful. What's good, Skull Nation? It's time to get hyped because the Minnesota Vikings just shook things up with some massive roster moves. On Tuesday, August 19th, 2025, our boys in purple announced the signings of running back Xavier Valladay and offensive lineman Zach Bailey, while parting ways with linebacker Max Tooley. This is huge as we head into the final preseason game against the Titans. Why does this matter? Stick with me, and let's unpack how these moves could spark our 2025 season. What do you think about these signings? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's start with Xavier Valladay, a name that's got sleeper hit written all over it. This Illinois native is a 27-year-old, 6 foot, 198-pound speedster who's been grinding since going undrafted in 2023. Valladay's journey is pure hustle, starting with the Texans, bouncing to the Steelers, Jets, and Saints, and now landing with our Vikings. He's only seen action in one NFL game, logging 12 special teams snaps for the Jets in 2023, but his college stats scream potential. At Wyoming and Arizona State, he racked up 4,372 rushing yards and 34 touchdowns over 6 years. That's some serious firepower. Can he crack our backfield? Let's see what he brings. Valladay's college tape is straight up electric. At Wyoming, he piled up 3,281 yards and 19 touchdowns on 626 carries, earning first-team All-Mountain West honors in 2019 and 2020. Then, at Arizona State in 2022, he led the Pac-12 with 16 rushing touchdowns and 18 total scores, totaling 1,481 all-purpose yards. This dude's got vision, contact balance, and versatility, perfect for Kevin O'Connell's creative offense. With Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason sitting out the preseason finale, Valladay could get 15 to 20 carries to show his stuff. You think he's got RB3 potential? Sound off below. Now let's talk Zach Bailey, the offensive lineman who's back for round 2 with the Vikings. This 6 feet 5 inches, 315-pound South Carolina product is a journeyman with stints across 7 NFL teams, including a brief stop with Minnesota's practice squad in 2020. Bailey's only played 2 regular season games, one with the Chargers in 2022 and one with the Jets in 2024, but his experience and versatility are gold. With our O-line dealing with injuries, Bailey's signing is a smart move to shore up depth. Can he lock down a roster spot? What's your take, Vikings fans? Bailey's return feels like a homecoming, and it's no coincidence. The Vikings' offensive line has been a hot topic, especially after splashing cash on Will Fries and Ryan Kelly, plus drafting rookie Donovan Jackson. Bailey's familiarity with Minnesota's system from his 2020 to 2021 stint could help him hit the ground running. At 29, he's a veteran who's seen it all from Tampa Bay to New York. His size and experience make him a solid plug-and-play option for the preseason finale. Do you think he's practice squad-bound, or could he surprise us? Let me know. The flip side of this news is the waiver of linebacker Max Tooley. It's a tough break for the young backer, who just rejoined the team last week. With our front 7 stacked, think Dallas Turner fighting for reps in Brian Flores' elite defense. Tooley faced an uphill battle. The Vikings linebacker core is being called the best in the league, and moves like this show their confidence in the depth chart. Still, it stings to see a guy go. What do you think about Tooley's release? Should we keep an eye on him elsewhere? Let's zoom out and look at the big picture. These signings come right before our final preseason game against the Titans on Friday, August 22nd, 2025. With stars like Aaron Jones, Jordan Mason, and Christian Darrisaw likely sitting out, Valladay and Bailey have a golden opportunity to shine. The Vikings are clearly testing their depth, especially with roster cuts looming on August 26th. This game could be a make-or-break moment for both players. Who's got your vote to steal the show in Nashville? Hit the comments. Valladay's athleticism is off the charts. At Arizona State's Pro Day, he posted a 4.43-second 40-yard dash, a 40-inch vertical, and 22 bench press reps, numbers that had scouts comparing him to Reggie Bush. Despite going undrafted, he was a hot UDFA pickup by the Texans with significant guaranteed money. His knack for catching passes, 87 receptions for 873 yards in college, could make him a sneaky weapon in our backfield. Think he can carve out a role behind Jones and Mason? Let's hear your predictions. Bailey, meanwhile, is all about grit and adaptability. He's played guard and tackle, giving the Vikings flexibility up front. With our O-line revamped to protect J.J. McCarthy and open lanes for our running game, Bailey's experience could be a stabilizer. He's not the biggest lineman at 299 pounds, but his NFL journey shows he's a survivor. Could his familiarity with Minnesota's system give him an edge? Or is he just a preseason body? Drop your thoughts, Skol fans. The timing of these moves is strategic. The Vikings are gearing up for a brutal regular season opener against the Bears on Monday Night Football, September 8, 2025, at Soldier Field. Adding depth now ensures we're ready for anything. Valladay could compete with Ty Chandler and Xavier Scott for the RB3 spot, while Bailey bolsters an O-line that's been under scrutiny. What's the bigger need, backfield depth or line stability? Let's debate it in the comments. Let's talk special teams because that's where Valladay might make his mark. His 12 snaps with the Jets in 2023 were all on coverage units, showing he's got the hustle to contribute there. Special teams are often the difference in close games, and the Vikings know it. If Valladay can shine in kick coverage or returns, he might stick around on the practice squad. Think special teams could be his ticket to the roster? Share your take. Bailey's role might be less flashy but just as critical. Our O-line took hits with injuries this offseason, and depth is non-negotiable. With studs like Darisaw recovering and new faces like Jackson stepping up, Bailey's job is to provide insurance. His 2-game NFL resume might not scream star, but his 7-team journey proves he's resilient. Can he earn a spot beyond the preseason? What's your gut telling you? As we head into the Titans game, the spotlight's on Valladay and Bailey to prove they belong. The Vikings front office, led by Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, loves athletic upside. Valladay's 4.46 speed and Bailey's versatility fit that mold. With the second most athletic draft class in the NFL this year, Minnesota's building a squad full of playmakers. Will these signings pay off, or are they just preseason experiments? Let's hear your hot takes. Roster cuts are coming, and the stakes are high. Valladay and Bailey are long shots for the 53-man roster, but a strong showing could land them on the practice squad. The Vikings' backfield is crowded with Jones, Mason, Chandler, Scott, and rookie Trey Stewart, while the O-line is stacked with talent. Can either player defy the odds, or are we looking at practice squad additions? Drop your predictions below. Skol Nation, this is why we love the Vikings, always keeping us on our toes. These moves show Minnesota's all in on building a contender for 2025. Whether Valladay becomes our RB3 or Bailey locks down the line, Friday's game is must-watch. So, grab your horns, crank up the Skol chant, and let's get loud. Like this video, drop a comment with your thoughts, subscribe for more Vikings news, and share with your fellow fans. Let's keep the purple pride alive. Skol, Vikings.